Hello. I am not going to edit this video because because I don't give a shit. And also this video is about not editing. Um, let's see. I know that my editor is in place because I have glasses on, so I'm going to take those off. Let's see. We have a lot of people in our writing group who want ideas for creating material, and I just call that being in generative space. So I want to talk about generative space versus editorial space, and we're going to talk about listening and being the CEO of your songwriting space and creating decision space. Let's see. All right. So I wanted to start first with this, with the word yet. I was raised in radical right-wing Pentecostal small town, and my first boyfriend, Avi, we met when I was 17. We dated for 3 years. He was a drummer. He went to Berklee School of Music. Avi grew up on a commune in Mendocino. So like completely, totally different world from me. He grew up on a commune in Mendocino. His dad was like a liberal, pot-smoking rabbi with an open marriage and brilliant. So Avi went to school in a one-room classroom. It was all ages that everybody learned together. And but there was one little piece that has really stuck with me. His teacher would not let them end certain sentences without adding the word yet. So as a student, you might say, I don't know. And she would go, and you would correct yourself and say, I don't know yet. I don't know what the answer is yet. I don't know what I'm going to be when I grow up yet. I don't know why Johnny took my toy yet. I don't know how I feel yet. I don't know what this song is going to be about yet. I don't know what direction the second verse is going to go yet. I don't know what the melody sounds like yet. I don't know what the next line is yet. Okay? What I like about that, I'm going to say that one part again. I don't know what this song sounds like yet. Period. And just sit with that. What that implies is that in some way, that song already exists. It's just a matter of listening to hear what it sounds like. Okay? And it's a little bit out there to say that a song that hasn't been written already exists. But just if we operate as if that were true, the song already exists. I just don't know what it sounds like yet. It feels like more of an invitation than I need to write this, and it sounds like a labor. An invitation. The song already exists. I just don't know what it sounds like yet. And so my job is to listen. And so what I want to talk about listening. My job is to listen. How many times have you seen? Now I don't speak sign language, so this is my miming of sign language. How many times have you seen a sign language interpreter stop and say, wow, that was really stupid? Never. It goes one way. It's just this, right? Court reporter. Are you sure you want to say that like that? That was really poorly worded. No, it goes one way. It's just reporting. And so when I'm listening, when I'm in a generative space, I don't have my editor here. It's going one way. Generative goes one way. Editorial looks back. Generative goes one way. Editorial is not invited. Editorial looks back. So I'm in generative space. I'm the CEO of my creative space. And I make a decision every time I sit down. Do I want to be in generative space right now? In my generative department? Mm-hmm. Since I'm the CEO. Or do I want to be in editorial space? And there's a place right here that we're going to make. Take a breath. That's decision space that we've just created. And so I enter my creative space and make a decision. Do I want to be in generative department? Or do I want to be in editorial? We're going to do that again. Take a breath. And make decision space. That's all. And when I decide, oh, I'm in generative space only goes one way. Generative space looks, well, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, it looks like this. Okay? It's just listening. Court reporting, sign language interpreting, it goes one way. It goes one way. It goes one way. The river goes one way. Okay? What I want you to do is pick an emblem that represents your editor. My eyesight I've had great eyesight my whole life, and it suddenly deteriorated the last year or two. I basically can't read without my glasses on, which, as it turns out, has been such a blessing because my editor is here. I know my editor is here when I have these on. Okay, that needs to change. I really don't like those verbs. That needs to be reworded. I don't like that rhyme. I'm looking back. I'm looking back at the material I've generated. So I want you to have something that you can put on. Maybe you want to go to Goodwill and buy a little clip-on tie, or you put a little pen in your lapel, or have a little red marker, or whatever. Put a hat on. Something that can represent your editor, that you can say, thank you so much, editor. You're very important. You're critical. You do half of the job in the songwriting company. Oh God, I hate having the idea of songwriting and capitalism together, but okay. You do incredible work. You really do. You make a wonderful form of this raw material that we generate. Thank you so much. I'm going to call you when I need you. And I'm going to set that down. So I want you to have something that you can move that will actually be the representation of your editor. And maybe you want to associate something with your generator, with your creative spirit, some emblem, some actual physical item. Maybe, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. I think that's about all. Behave as if it were true that the song already exists. I love the playfulness that invites. And it just so changes the relationship to the thing. I've lost my light. It feels like an invitation. Oh, it already exists. Oh, I just have to listen. Huh, that's interesting. I'm not saying that that's factually true. I don't give a fuck whether it's true. I like behaving as if it were true because it feels like an invitation, and I love the I love the discovery that comes with that playful exploration. So, okay, I think I did make some bullet points. Okay, I think that's it. We actually did okay. 10 minutes. All right. Go write.